Welcome to the Daily 5 at 10. I'm your host, Jasmine Tran.
And I'm Zeke Samoy. Thanks for tuning in to your favorite 10-ish minute SLA 5 p.m. update.
That is incorrect in every way, but let's move on. Today is Thursday, April 7th.
Have you filed your taxes yet, Jasmine?
Nope, and I'm sort of dreading it.
Well, tax season does give a lot of people anxiety, but did you know that for the surplus line industry, their taxes were due on March 1st?
Wait, really? How do you know that?
Well, because our education compliance team is so good at their jobs, their knowledge is rubbing off on me.
Are you going to get a tax compliance tattoo as well?
I'll have to see what my mom thinks. But speaking of education compliance, we have someone here that you may recognize from earlier this week. Fantastic Annie McFade is here for our Employee Spotlight.
So get excited, SLA. But before we speak with Annie, it's time for
What's going on in the SLA?
Starting off, the Holy Celebration at City Center Bishop Ranch is happening tomorrow from 5:30 to 8 p.m. Come hungry and ready to dance. The Learn at Lunch and Learn is happening on April 20th at 11 a.m. The IICF International Step Up Challenge begins April 25th, but be sure to register beforehand at stepup.iicf.org. And finally, we have the Employee Appreciation Luncheon on May 20th. That is always a mouthful.
Agreed, but as long as everyone watching knows what's going on in the SLA,
then we are doing our jobs right.
Changing gears, we're now extremely excited to move on to our next segment, Employee Spotlight. And with us here today is someone that you may recognize from Monday, Annie McFade. Annie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, you came back. Such a rare occurrence here. So Annie, if you're not familiar with the segment, I'll explain it to you real quick. We're gonna ask you 3 questions. Where are you from, as in, where were you and what did you do before the SLA? What are you doing, as in, what is your role in the SLA and what do you like to do outside of work? And finally, where are you going? Any future plans or goals you'd like to share with us? So you ready, Annie?
I'm ready.
All right, so question number 1, where are you from, Annie?
So I grew up in Danville and I graduated from Monte Vista in 2003. And from there, I attended San Francisco State and I majored in child and adolescent development. My concentration was on young child and families. And I was a teacher for about 9 years. I'd say my favorite grades were 3rd grade and kindergarten. Then after the 9 years, I decided to change careers and that's when I found the SLA.
Awesome, so what do you do now, both inside the SLA and out?
So inside the SLA, I've been here for about 5 years and my role is an education and compliance specialist. So you might know this already, but I get to put on CE webinars. I also get to participate in compliance connections and we put on training for our brokers. And then outside the SLA, I really enjoy playing with my 3-year-old son, Mason. One of our favorite things to do together is go swimming. He loves the water and we spend hours at the park each day after work.
That's so fun. Okay, so for our 3rd and final question, this is the big one. Where are you going?
Where am I going? So I'm really looking forward to continue on building our CE program. That's one of my favorite things that we do here at the SLA. And now that things are looking up, I'd love to start traveling again.
Where to?
I'd love to go to Italy.
Wow, that's seriously so cool. I would love to do that one day too.
Our day will come, Jasmine, when we were released from the studio and able to see our families again. Maybe that's something that can be brought up in your next cohort meeting. But anyways, thank you so much, Annie, for coming on. It's always been a pleasure.
Unfortunately, I know that you can't stick around as education and compliance always needs you, but as a thank you from us here at the Daily 5 at 10, you're going to receive a $50 Visa gift card for being our Employee Spotlight.
In this ridiculous size envelope.
Thank you.
Of course, Annie, and we can't wait to see you again. And of course, we'll probably see you at the next CE course.
Yes.
Too bad you can't stay, Annie. That was so much fun. You should get your own segment.
I could not agree more. I can already imagine the fan mail. Less Zeke, more Annie.
Right you are. So now it's time we move on to everyone's favorite segment, the Daily Gift Away. So Zeke, what national day is it today?
Today is National Coffee Cake Day. And as a surprise to my Daily 5 at 10 team, I've actually brought and made my very own homemade coffee cake.
Wow, Zeke, that looks really good.
Yeah, I like to think so. I mean, I don't really know the difference between baking soda and baking powder, so I kind of just tossed a bunch in there, so it shouldn't really matter, right?
Maybe I'll try a piece later. So in celebration of National Coffee Cake Day, today's winner will receive a $25 gift card to Starbucks. All right, today's winner is Evan Wu.
Congrats, Evan! Be sure to send us an email at 5at10@slatecal.org within 7 days to receive your prize. Or if y'all out there in SLA land have any comments or suggestions for the show, please write to us as well, and into the winner's jar you go.
As a friendly reminder, the Holy Celebration at City Center Bishop Branch is happening tomorrow from 5:30 to 8 p.m. The Learn It Lunch and Learn is on April 20th at 11 a.m. The IICF International Step Up Challenge begins April 25th. And finally, our Employee Appreciation Luncheon is on May 20th.
Please remember the luncheon, I'm begging you.
Well, that's it from us here today at the Daily 5 at 10. Replacing your daily work coffee break, I'm Jasmine.
And is flour the same as baking soda and baking powder? Probably doesn't matter. Thank you and good night.